Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. This is Starsector, and we were looking at jumping back to our homeworlds, our colonies that we made, and just taking a look around. The path to our colonies goes through a couple of settled star systems, including Westernesse. I'm going to go ahead and try stopping there first, just in case the Persians are a little more friendly once I get there. They don't like us very much right now. We need to work on that. I'm probably going to come down to having to find a whole bunch of data cores and handing them over to them, unless we can find a good mission that they've got out there. But let's go ahead and we'll try going to this, see what they say. Probably aren't going to like it, but yeah, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. We had some pretty good trades in the last episode, and the goal was to trade with the Persians here for a profit and then hopefully earn a little respect with them, but that fell apart because the base was in shambles when we first got there. So we'll just see, and here we are coming into Westernesse, and we will, hold our breath that maybe this goes well. Unidentified fleet. Taking out pirates in their area is always a plus. So come on, they're gonna jump before we get there. Dang it. Yep. Okay, I was trying to jump those guys in case they were pirates, and then we could maybe pick up a cheap point or two, but didn't happen. Okay, and as you can see, they're hostile towards us. They don't like us very much. Not a lot we can do. Let's see. There's an officer available, though. Let's see what they have to say. You might be looking to take on some help. Yes, that is true. What can you do? They are a missile spec, okay? Personality is reckless, level 1. I prefer reckless over timid. You can also change the personality a little bit through mentoring, and that's something to keep in mind. I'm going to go ahead and hire them. Did it tell me how much they charge? I think it'll tell us here. Offer to hire. 2,000. Yep, that's all good. We will pick up a missile spec person. All right. We know there is... Okay, what's that? Monthly income. End of another month. So we know there is an independent world here. There it is. It's on the other side of the sun, of course. Let's go ahead and head over there, though. I'm just going to set a course for nowhere in particular. The reason I'm doing that is we have that ship that we picked up in the last episode, and I never refit it. So I want to go somewhere that's going to be friendly to me to refit it. There we go. Excellent. And coming on in there, and again, maybe, just maybe, we'll run into some pirates or something. Not this time, but you never know. Okay, so we're going to repair our ships at the dockyard. We will always happily look at these things. And one of the things we're planning on doing is delivering these to our homeworlds in case we need them for population. It's one of the things that ultimately has to be traded in depending on some of your industries. So it is what it is. We will deal with that in just a moment. So food is a little cheaper here. That's about it. Yep, not seeing anything that screams at me. So let's go to fleet. And we have this new cruiser. And it looks like a nice one. Let's get it up here. Okay, so this is an assault cruiser. This is a balanced cruiser. So first we're going to change this to the TMS Baltimore. I'm going to try to keep it as a balanced cruiser. And lots of missiles, you'll notice, on it currently. And guess what? We have an unassigned missile specialist. There we go. We'll do that. And then I don't mind the balance here. It looks like is it mostly missiles if we do that? I see harpoons. Reaper launcher, sabos. Yep, I think we can do that. What if we want a strike? Strike becomes no missiles. Attack is harpoon, blaster, 3 more harpoons. I think we go with balanced. We're going to go with balanced. Spend a little money to get it the pieces that it really truly wants. And then we are always well advised to update those. I don't do my own firing. I don't love the system for combat. I just kind of direct. And I look at it more strategically. So I don't really need the weapon group set up right, but it's probably a good idea to do it anyway. There we go. Let's take another look at our fleet. Anything to buy here? There's a fast carrier. Look at that. Lots of D-mods. But we can clean those up and maybe sell it for a profit. You never know. Civilian transport. We like troop transports. That would be something we could stand to pick up for the long game. Not so much short term. And nothing else jumps out at me as gotta have it. What's this guy's deal? Okay. I guess he's got like compromised storage. That's why he's at 0, but that would eventually go away. Anyway, all right. Well, we see what we've seen, and it's on the black market. Carriers, cruisers. Okay. Very good. Not seeing anything I must have. The phase frigates, these guys actually punch harder than it looks like they should. And I've thought that is interesting, and I'm wondering why these two have such a difference in price. It's got to be what they're carrying, is my guess. Yeah, this one has more slots, it looks like. But I'm not sure why. Hall mods. Is that why? Nope, those are the same. I'm really not sure what's going on there, why they're different. It looks like this one has 1 small energy and 2 small universal, and this says 2 small universal and 3 small energy. I'm not sure why there would be a difference there, but nonetheless. Those guys actually punch pretty hard. It doesn't seem like it, but they're able to catch things for you and track them down when they're trying to get away. And I've found that to be very, very helpful. Okay, we've looked at the crew. Let's see what they have if we go down to the bar. Nod to the concerned woman. A lot of times these are... Oh, I've got... Need to be delivered. They're going in the other direction, unfortunately. I would normally probably take this on. I think we have the cargo... Oh, we don't quite have the cargo space for it. This is a really good payout, though. That might be one we want to remember and come back to. I'm going to decline it for now. And we're going to go ahead and head out and head back to our colonies and see if there's anything there that we need to deal with. So... And we have 2 colonies. That's right. We did. I was thinking they were in the same system. They are not. I think we maybe want to go to this one first, come to think of it. This one, I think, was the better outfitted world for some of the things that we might need to do. So we'll go take a look. Maintaining contact with our fleet. Well, you go ahead and do that, pal. There is apparently something going on the other side of this gate. I'm game. Let's see what we can do. Oh, it's a Persian fleet. They're hostile, but they're not that hostile, right? They're not like trying to take us out. They just don't like us right now. Oh, so far so good here. Try to dodge that if we can, and we can. Look at that. Not bad. Pretty smooth ride. Okay, jump on in. I apparently didn't actually click on Mandragon. Okay, there we go. Let's go see how things are progressing here. Take a shuttle down to the dockside bar. Let's manage the colony first. Okay. Well, they're producing food, as to be expected. I think they probably don't have a demand for that. Oh, well, yeah, I guess they do. And we need to put in a comm relay. That is true. We need to make that happen. That way we can get market prices on things around us. I forgot about that. So that's something we'll need to grapple with. We need metal and I think machinery to make that happen. I don't remember exactly how much. So, but you can see here recreational drugs are showing up. And we want one needed by population and infrastructure. That's what it really comes down to. So we're going to go ahead. We will drop some off here. I mean, that should be plenty for now. We're going to leave that behind. That should help with that. And then we'll go to the other system, drop off the rest. And I think we might be able to pull some machinery in that from the other place. So let's jump in here, jump into there, and head to Hawkwing. We could go down to the dockside bar. Ooh, lots of different people to talk to. Flag down, carefully approach the angry man in the expensive suit. This guy, he probably wants a ride somewhere. He's just mad. Someone should do something about it, maybe. He wants us to take 150 Marines, go to Thulian, and knock their system offline for a while. You know, that's not the worst. They are pirates. We don't mind that. It's kind of an easy mission to maybe carry out. I'm going to decline for now. Let's see what else is going on here. Underworld bounties. I prefer whatever you got works for me is the middle of the road one. And we're right about where 60,000 credits is right. So this guy probably is hegemony because he's coming out of Galatia. 60,000 credits for taking him out. Pretty small fleet. We can handle that without question. Are we targeting the Galatia system? We are. Okay. So he wants us to take out... this is the one where they hold the ship up for inspection and you have to deal with that. I'm going to pass on that one for now. We're going to decline overall. Let's see what else we have here. I'm kind of doing them in reverse order. Number 2 here. The data doesn't lie. They have something they want us to look at. There's an enormous stock of unrecovered domain era technology in this system. No one else can see it. All I ask is that you retrieve it for me, the AR core hidden in the midst of that trove. That I get to keep. I'll tell you exactly where to look if you agree to my terms. Sure, we'll do this one. Okay. And then we'll approach the spacer and buy him something more palatable. And keep drinking with him. Okay, that was just one where he tells us something out about a place. You unobtrusively watch the patron of the bar a few minutes more. Okay. Nope, I might have misremembered this one. Man, inexpensive business suit is clutching a tripod. Oh no, he did up here. I'm sorry. He told us what we need. You keep the drinks flowing and mostly just listen, letting the spacer unburden himself. We learned where a pirate base is. That's good. That's good. Okay, we're going to repair our ships. That wasn't too bad. And then we're going to leave the system. And I think we have a plot laid already to head to our other... What do we have here? All right. I don't know. We're going to save. I don't know if I can take these guys or not yet. We've got a decent fleet. This looks like it is raiders of some kind. We don't like raiders. They are pirates. Let's try to give them the what for. They're not going to be interested in talking to us, so we're going to move in to engage. So they have a lot of ships, but they're badly damaged. We're in really good shape with respect to the quality of our fleet. So I think we'll probably take them here. We might have some losses, but it's going to be fun finding out, isn't it? Okay, and then we can deploy 179 points. Well, let's try out our new stuff. And I always like the Sunderers. Definitely want a carrier. Strike frigate. Yep. I think we can do pretty much all of our top of the line stuff. Yeah, let's get these phase frigates in there too. After I bragged on them, it'd be a little embarrassing not to use them. So let's go with that for now. Oh, might as well throw in, you know, we probably will lose something. So unfortunately, the lemur is going to be bait, I think, more than anything. So what I often will do in this situation is I'll take one of these guys and send them here. And one of these guys, usually one of the phase guys, and send them there. And otherwise, have at it. And get this other phase guy, get him all the way up there quickly. We should start to encounter some opponents right about here. Grabbing these points, well, it depends on exactly what they're for, but generally they will speed your fleet up, give you better functionality, I guess. And let's see where we're going. Oh, that guy probably going to go down pretty quickly. We're changing our track to go this way. Man, we're looking all over the place, aren't we? So we are splintered a little bit, but that's okay. I kind of like what I'm seeing here. We've broken into two main formations. That is totally okay. We might even be willing to hit full assault. Don't see their big boys yet, though. There is this one. I guess the Manticore here. So let's see how this plays out. I do like to take out the big ships first when I can. And in fact, I think we might go ahead and see if we can get that Manticore off the board quickly. I think that's what that is. Yeah, they're bringing in some secondaries, but we should be able to hold them off pretty well. And he's going to go down pretty quick once that hammerhead starts knocking him around. We got support coming. There's one of their big boys. Why do I not have shields up at all? There we go. He's starting to come down. All right, let's get this Sunderer class involved in that. Oh, they've got a few that have gotten behind us. So we might need to defend him. Okay with that. This guy should be okay on his own. We want our big ship coming in up here, though, I think. Get him into the core of the action. Every one of those that we see that don't start with TMS, that get destroyed at the top of the screen, is a win for us. So I think we took out that Manticore. See it. Oh, we got that guy too. Yeah, we're in good shape here. Okay, this is going... Oh, there's another big guy. That I think is a carrier. I'm going to go ahead and say full assault. We want to just take them all out. They are invading our territory. We don't like that. That one's going to go down here pretty quick. We're a lot of our range to see it, but there he goes. Boom. That guy's going down. We're taking some hits too, though. We're going to have to be a little careful. But that's not an even match there. He doesn't have very good defenses. So he gets a little bit of support here, and that'll be the end of him. There it is. And there it is. Okay, what else we got going on? One up here, mostly cleanup at this point, as you can see. Let's get these sunders. Yeah, there's not a lot left here. Get this guy coming here. Otherwise, chasing them off the board is what's happening, so. We can look at things through his eyes. Whoops, his eyes. That's what I meant to say. We can see what's happening here. Not a bad little battle. I think we're going to get some supply out of this, at the very least. And we're just chasing him off the board at this point. I think we'll let him go. He'll go home and tell his friends, hey, they were pretty bad. They kind of kicked us around. I did not see where I lost anything, but I might have missed something. There was a lot going on there. Yeah, here we go. So we're going to let them go. This is what we held in reserve, right? This is what they held in reserve, which was tankers. These retreated. Oh, I wouldn't mind taking those out, actually. Yeah, we're going to pursue them. And I'm going to let my second in command clean up. And we're going to give him a couple of nice ships to do so. There we go. Considering ship recovery... Strike carrier, what do they have with low? This would be one. Nope. We're not going to take any of that. We're going to continue, and 6,000 credits there. We're going to pick through the wreckage. Not bad. That's not bad at all. We can learn that one. Take all. Okay. Outstanding. Now, one thing we had just said... We need to put up a comm relay. Let's see if we can do that now. Actually, we should have a debris field now, so let's go ahead and salvage. Not bad. Okay, we just collected a lot of metals, and that's the one thing I knew I was going to need. I think you also need machinery, but we have that. We did pick up a little extra. So let's see if we can put in a comm relay. Okay, make a makeshift comm relay. That's what we're talking about. And we don't have the transplutonics. That's what we'll need. So, okay. Well, now we know. And we'll track that down. Let's get back to our original plan. We're going to run up to Delta Archon and make our delivery here at Hawkwing. Right through the belt. Here we go. Yeah, that was a nice little pirate battle there. So we know we can take 2-star fleets pretty easily now. I don't know if that was exactly easy, but we certainly, we might have gotten a bloody lip, but that's about it. And we're going to manage our colony, and we're going to deliver that. I think otherwise we're in pretty darn good shape. I'll go ahead and do that. We don't have any transplutonics here, I don't think. Yeah, we didn't store any. Orbital fusion lamp. That's kind of hilarious. I think we didn't end up using that, did we? So let's go ahead and store these weapons here for now. There is a chance we'll come back and take them somewhere and sell them in the long run. But for now, I think we want to go ahead and do that. Let's go back to stockpile. We could take some crew. They're growing food. That's their primary mission right now. So the other thing we want to see is what else does this poor farmland, but abundant ore, common organics. So we will want to look into, and I think we'll figure it out in the next episode, but we're going to want to see what industries make sense for what is going on there. And I have a feeling light industry, which demands organics and produces goods, that might be the way for us to go on this particular planet. Might even get rid of the farming altogether, since we have another world that is much more better equipped for that. But for now, I'm going to think on it, make some decisions, and figure it out. This is Starsector, and it's a fantastic little space exploration and combat game. We're in the middle of a Let's Play of it, and we will continue in the next episode. I want to thank you for your time this time, and until next, fair travels.